Hey everyone, Don and Ash here.
Hello.
This time we're going to be checking out a video that came out by Diablo, called the Book of Lorath. It's a new series that they just started, and it's going to be diving into Diablo 4's lore and kind of history, which is awesome because it's going to be told by Lorath too, who is part of the Haradrim. Yes, I've got this. We're into so many different things right now that I'm forgetting like the names of even Diablo stuff. But this one just came out earlier today. The illustrator in the credits is Lindsay Kerner, and the animator is Duncan Rawlings. And just in Diablo style, I'm so happy that they're diving more into the world of Diablo, and the marketing team is having more free reign to give us cool little tidbits like this and really
Yes.
expand the world, because it's one thing that we love about we don't even play League of Legends, but it's one thing that we love about that world so much is that it's so expansive.
Yes.
So like I literally can't wait for this. I've been just rearing to watch it today.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be sick, and I can't wait to hear more of Lorath's voice, because we didn't get too much of an experience with him in Act One during the beta. He kind of he kind of left off pretty early,
Yeah.
so it's cool to be able to hear him again.
Yeah, I am so excited for this.
Yeah,
As soon as Don told me that they dropped this today, I was like, "Oh my
yeah,
god!"
it's sick. Like all the little things they're dropping leading up to the game are
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, and it's so appreciated because again, this is what helps, help you immerse yourself into this world, right? I just love that we can get all that history built up to it. Um, and it's gonna make the game
Yeah.
even that much more enjoyable.
Yeah, like older players appreciate it. It's going to do such a good job to pull new players into the world without, just yeah, it's just great. So honestly, without further ado, let's hop right in and see what it's all about. I can't wait.
Yes.
You've travelled a long way to be disappointed, young scholar. Life has taught me well that evil is inevitable and can never be truly destroyed. It can be banished, it can be thwarted, it can be driven back, but only for a time. Men are weak, evil is seductive, and those who would do nothing in the face of malevolence are cowards. You seek a weapon against the darkness rising in Sanctuary. The only thing I can arm you with is knowledge. So when evil finds a foothold and flourishes once again, at least I can say it was not due to ignorance. For untold eons, an eternal conflict has raged between the demonic hordes of the burning hells and the angelic host of the high heavens. Scholars have spilled gallons of ink and spent their eyesight in dim scriptoriums, writing and debating how these two factions began, and what came before them, before us. It is said the first being, Anu, was the sum of all things, good and evil, light and dark, physical and mystical, joy and sadness, the one. Anu wished to be free from the malignance of evil, and so separate and expelled the darkness within. But what is cast off does not simply disappear, and that darkness found its shape in the seven-headed dragon, Tathamet, the prime evil, who fought ceaselessly with Anu to their mutual destruction. It is said, when the remains of these two titans settled, the universe as we know it came into existence. All the realms of the high heavens, the burning hells, and pandemonium. Tathamet's blackened husk gave birth to the burning hells.
This is
And
sick.
each of the seven heads transformed into the seven great evils, each with dominion over their own realm. The three most dominant of these inherited the title of Prime Evil, feeding off one another to maintain dominion and rule over the legions of the burning hells. There was Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, intelligent and cunning, father of Lucian and Lilith, the mother of Sanctuary. Baal, Lord of Destruction, corrupter of the World Stone. And Diablo, Lord of Terror. As Deckard Cain once wrote, for as long as man fears the dark, Diablo will remain the most insidious and, I would argue, the most powerful of all the evils. The four lesser evils, no less dangerous to the people of Sanctuary, are not to be discounted on the basis of their title. Underestimating their capabilities and intentions is a sure path to our destruction. Belial, Lord of Lies, uses poisonous untruths to create an ever darker, fractious world. Juriel, Lord of Pain, revels in the cacophonous screams of those in physical agony.
Too strong.
Even demons are no stranger to his torment. Andariel, the Maiden of Anguish, is the counterpart of Juriel. Whereas he delights in bodily torment, Andariel derives pleasure from anguish of the mind and soul. Azmodan, the Lord of Sin, a clever manipulator and master of temptation, loves vice in all its forms, but revels most in the failures of others. Demonic hordes spawn from the vile cavities of the burning hells, a host of ravenous, furious monstrosities that reflected the poisonous elements of their progenitor. There are demons beyond counting in the burning hells. At the center of the high heavens lies the crystal arch, said to be formed of Anu's spine. When it vibrates in perfect harmony, an angel is created, embodying an aspect of what Anu had once been. The purest of these become archangels, and 5 rose above the rest to lead the host of the high heavens. Imperius, Archangel of Valor, a brilliant tactician who commanded the warriors of heaven and led them into battle with hell, but whose pride has led to much destruction. Tyrael, former Archangel of Justice, who abandoned his rigid dedication to justice and took up the aspect of wisdom instead.
You done messed
He
up.
supported the many causes of humanity, renounced his angelic nature, and fell to earth as a mortal. Sanctuary would have fallen to darkness long ago without his aid. Inarius, creator of Sanctuary, served under Tyrael and was an advisor to the council until he rebelled. Auriel, the Archangel of Hope, who embodies the shining light of a bright future and sees the potential for good in all things, but who is no less a warrior than the others, dispatching those who spread despair and darkness. She is said to lead the chorus of the high heavens in harmony. Ethereal, the Archangel of Fate, who comprehends the tangled web of fate and time, though the future of humanity remains obscure to him, unseeable because we are not of the natural order of creation. Malthael, the former Archangel of Wisdom, who fell to darkness and brought ruin to Sanctuary when he abandoned the aspect of wisdom and took up the aspect of death. I encountered him once long ago and barely escaped with my life. Few who met him after his transformation survived. After all, no one can stop death.
I mean, we slapped him.
These 5 archangels formed the Angiras Council and ruled heaven in harmony until Malthael abandoned heaven. The council fell to confusion and dissension. Their unity diminished. Alongside heaven and hell, there is a third realm, and this is where our next story begins and ends. Where Anu and Tathamet slew one another, the violence scarred the cosmos and birthed the plane of pandemonium. It was here the World Stone, also called the Eye of Anu, came to rest. A mountain-sized artifact of infinite power that embodied the endless cycles of birth and death, destruction and creation. Desire to control its infinite power fueled the eternal conflict, until Inarius and Lilith stole it, and used it to create Sanctuary. The hour grows late, the fire is dying, and the cold is unrelenting. Come back if you're still alive, and I'll tell you the tale of our creation. Of our creators, Lilith and Inarius, mother and father of Sanctuary, and the long, bloody history of the eternal conflict. For now, we should rest, and I pray your dreams are not as dark as mine.
Bro, I just got like just a tiny bit of goosebumps at the end. Not, I mean, sure, it's sick and everything, but it's like just him saying you better get some rest. It's like my brain is like 2 weeks, 2 weeks,
Yeah.
2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Let's go. 2 weeks, baby. Let's go, baby. 2 weeks. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to sell my soul to that game. Um, like, yeah, this video is gonna get demonetized for like being some sacrificial. Like, no, that that was awesome. I so love that they're doing this series. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think that it's really cool. I love the animation. I really liked how they mixed like a drawing with kind of like digital, just the splashes of paint that were coming in, like the splashes of color that were coming in.
Yeah.
I thought that that mix of mediums was really cool. I love the tree. The whoever drew the tree was sick. I guess it would be one of those two people in the credits, the illustrator,
Illustrator.
Lindsay Kerner. Wow, like so many times I wish I could draw, and honestly, Diablo, I'm not even kidding, was one of the reasons. Diablo was the reason that we like I even started like wanted to make like our first reaction video.
Yeah.
Diablo is the reason I'm reinvigorated as a streamer. Diablo was the reason as a kid that I got so into gaming. Like I remember, and I'm sure people have been maybe with Blizzard for a long time. If there's any OGs there still that remember when like Diablo 1 came out. Like I don't know if there's anybody still working there that worked on Diablo 1. Probably not. But honestly, that game, or maybe it was Diablo 2. I think it was Diablo 2 for me. I had that game. Diablo 1 I played with my cousin. But anyway, Diablo 2, the art book that they used to give to you back in the day, and opening that up and seeing all the drawings by like Samwise and stuff like that, just were absolutely mind blowing.
Yeah.
And it made me want to be able to do cool stuff like that. I can't draw. That's just a reality right now. But like, it's just really cool to continue to see probably my favorite fantasy world continue to grow. Honestly, like it's really up there. Like I can't speak enough laurels or whatever to like Diablo, StarCraft, and Warcraft. They are my favorite franchises of all time. And finally, Blizzard is pouring so much into the marketing. Like, you know, I just
Yeah.
can't praise it enough. I
You're
can't
like,
find the
"It's been
words.
too long."
Yeah, I can't.
But like it's here finally, so
I can't find the words to say how happy I am. Not just that Diablo 4 is here, but that like more than ever and more than any other franchise in time, do I feel like this has got the most marketing attention. This has got the most life breathed into the franchise,
yeah.
and I'm just like I'm so happy to see it. So
Yeah.
this was really cool. Like 10 out of 10. I can't wait to see whenever they release number 2, like what's going to be the schedule. Like they're releasing these,
Yes.
especially so close to release.
I was just gonna say, especially with the 2 weeks
If
out.
it's every day or every other day, I'm gonna die. That's gonna be so cool.
I can't, like, my brain is so overwhelmed with excitement about this right now. Like, as we said, lore is so important, and it's so awesome to see how much Diablo, the team, is able to like bring forth stuff like this to us right now, especially with all the developer updates that they were doing too. Um,
They're really busy. They're really busy.
yeah, the way that they did this is so amazing. Like obviously as an artist myself, I really appreciate all the like technicality and just creativity that went into making these drawings. Like they're absolutely beautiful. And as soon as I started seeing like the figures in the tree, I'm like, this is freaking genius.
No,
Um
it was great. You started for anybody who's been paying attention. It makes you think of like the World Tree or the Tree of Nightmares, the Tree of Whispers.
Tree whispers.
Yeah, like the thing that they introduced in Diablo 4, which has never been in any of the previous games. That was just really cool how they tied in something from the game that kind of made sense and put all the the angels and all the demons on it.
Yeah.
One thing that was really cool is how they started from Anu, which honestly a lot of people aren't going to know about.
Yeah.
A lot of people would probably just know, and honestly, a lot of people might not even know anything more than it's just angels versus demons. When it comes to like, if you haven't played Diablo 3, I don't think there's
Yeah.
I don't think in Diablo 2 or nowhere else are you introduced to Imperius and all the homies up in heaven there or whatever.
Yeah.
And the other ones I don't think you experience other than Diablo 3. Like you don't experience fighting any of the lesser evils other than Diablo 3. Um Other than Duriel. Sorry,
Yeah.
Duriel and Dariel
Are
are
in
in are
two.
yeah, are in
Yeah.
the previous one, but um
But they're like not mentioned in
yeah.
3, so like you
And
wouldn't.
And
Yeah.
speaking about not mentioned, Lucian, I think
Lu
was
yeah.
the son of Mephisto. I literally, in my 20 whatever years alongside this franchise, have never, ever once, I will be completely honest, I've never once heard the name Lucian, Lilith's brother. I didn't know Lilith had a brother. I'm like, what's he doing right now? Is he gonna be an expansion? I'm like, he's gotta be an expansion. I'm like, oh man, the things they could do with that. I'm like, oh, that's so sick. Uh, um, Honestly, yeah, just going to this tree right here, and going back to Anu and Tahamet, a lot of people might not know. Sorry, Tathamet. A lot of people might not know that that's kind of where everything started from. And I
Yeah.
remember, like, we first heard about Anu, I think when we were diving really deep into
Yeah.
like the Diablo 2 Wikipedia pages, and like we are watching a lot of Game Lore Dash. And if you don't know who Game Lore Dash is, he's a great, 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 great Diablo channel. You should go check him out. Like, so many channels have started doing it. Like Riker has come up with his lore series too, and I haven't watched them yet, but I know he started them. And honestly, I just feel like it's really cool how like longtime Diablo fans are getting more into the lore side,
Yes.
and it's gonna bring in a lot of newer players into what makes Diablo great, other than just killing demons. Like why we're also obsessed
Yeah.
with this story.
Exactly. And putting it in a video like this, again, just opens that door up for so many people because I feel like a lot of people just won't dive that deep on their own. You know, like they're not going to go searching that deep for the lore.
It was honestly a random tangent one day when we're just
We
like,
just went down the rabbit hole one
I
day. Yeah.
honestly, it might. I don't know what kind of triggered it. It might have been like we saw a cinematic, and I was just like, you know what? I'm wondering. And then you type your
Yeah.
question, and all of a sudden you're on the Wikipedia page, like literally 30 pages in, and then like every time you read through a paragraph or a big chunk of it, you're like, you read like three new names or three new locations. You're like,
Yeah.
stop! You got to click the first one and like read 8 links deep before you get back to your original link. Like
Yeah.
the world is actually, the amount of lore in Diablo is actually mind blowing, and I don't think Blizzard's ever done enough to fully flesh it out. So I feel like Diablo 4 is the perfect bed, let's call it, for blossoming all these fantastic stories that are going to turn into expansions. Like I want like everything. I'm talking like cute plushies to like all the really like um very cool like statues they're
I
doing
was
and
just going
stuff.
to say all the
Right?
figurines.
Yeah, I want cool straight to cute. Like I want it all. And in every medium. So physical products, this digital stuff, like cute straight to cool. Like if they did something like well, I guess Diablo does it, right?
Yes.
They do the
They
cutesy
do
stuff.
the cute,
So
yeah.
if there's any newcomers watching this or whatever, and you want something funny to watch in
Yeah.
Diablo, and it doesn't have to be like serious all the time, check out Diablo LOL,
Yeah.
or StarCraft LOL, or any of the LOL series for the main Blizzard games. They're
From,
so funny.
From Carbot.
Yes, Carva animations. It's so funny. We haven't finished watching those, and I honestly feel like that would be a hilarious series to start.
They're honestly such a ball.
Yeah, no, they're like smile upside down. Like my cheeks are just hurt thinking about it. So
Yeah.
I honestly I don't know what to say about this other than like this is such a pleasant
I'm
surprise.
so blown away by this, honestly. I had like goosebumps before we hit play too. I was just so amped for this, and like it like 1,000% delivered for sure.
Yeah.
I am so excited, like Don said, to see the second one, like, or even just how many episodes they're planning on releasing. I'm like, is there 3, 4, 5, maybe and more?
A ton.
You know,
No, a
I'm
ton.
just so excited.
Yeah, just keep going. I liked how at the beginning, at the end, I noticed like we were in Lorath's house.
Yes.
Right? Because if you played the beta and you got to play through Act 1, you do have to find Lorath near the start.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert. Whoops. Well, you have to find Lorath near the start, and not gonna tell you anything you do with him, but that is inside his home, and that's just really cool. How I had the biggest smile at the start because I'm just like, cool!
I've been there.
Yeah, I'm like, cool. We're opening up a story time.
Yeah, and like
also,
they have like the Herodric symbol on the book too. That was really cool. And yeah, again, I think you mentioned this already, but I really also appreciate the way there was a sketch and then it came in layer by layer with that color and like the watercolor effect.
That was awesome.
I was immediately so happy. I'm just like,
hey, Blizzard, if you're listening, if anybody on the Blizzard team sees this, I'm gonna put this on Twitter as well, and I might clip out just this part. Take kind of like even the part where the stars and everything came here at the beginning, or like you said, specifically that part where the color starts to come in on the tree, and make an animated wallpaper, or use it for like your lo-fi Diablo music things that you're coming out with. And I just think that that color scene. Is it somewhere at the beginning here? But yeah, then that'd be really cool.
Yes.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
And I had it paused on Lucy in there for a sec because I honestly have never seen him before.
I
And
think I don't remember anything about him. I think the
no,
one time that
we've never. I swear we've never heard this name.
I feel like maybe it was like the one time we went through a deep dive on like the Sin Wars or something that I don't know.
No,
Anyway.
I no. There's I feel I absolutely remember, especially him being so prominent. Like
Yeah, yeah.
not him being prominent, but him being a prominent in the fact that he's related to literally Lilith,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
I feel like there's no way I forget this, but even the
Yeah.
name's new to me because the only place that I know a Lucian from is Underworld. It's I would pronounce it the same, Lucien. Yeah. This was sick.
Honestly, I was so happy every time like when these were coming in because I was having like flashbacks to like when we played D3. Like I'm like, yep, I know who Belial is, I know who Asmodan is. Like
Yeah.
we've met them, we've beaten them. Again, it holds a lot of memories, right? Like I started playing D3. Dawn introduced me to it. We did conquer D2 together a little while ago. Like introduced me to it. Dawn did it a while ago. But again, it's like that's for me. That's just over 10 years now with knowing this story and loving this franchise. So
It means so much to so many people.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I really love like being able to introduce it to Ash, like being able to just bring something a franchise, a game, a story that I care so much about to someone new, obviously.
yeah,
And that was a long time ago, and it's just such a blast, and I'm just so happy, I'm so happy that this franchise got another chance at life.
yes.
Um,
I'm glad that there's like so much soul being put into this.
Yeah, because like one thing that made me really sad was when I found out the decision like StarCraft wasn't really getting a StarCraft 3. I'm like, say what? I'm like, I will not put up for this. Blizzard, y'all better be talking about that. Bring that back to the table because I will not stand for this. But anyways, we got to wrap this up because I will just sing praises about this forever. The tree is sick.
Yeah.
I might just print screen wallpaper right there.
Heck yeah.
Like,
Like
yeah.
I literally like thought it immediately. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
yes, I need this.
This-
And I just want to. I'm the type of person that again, artist here. I just want to zoom in on everything, and I want to like. I just want to look at it forever.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyways, let us know your favorite part from this story, this series. What you think, the direction they're gonna go with it. Can we get a shout out to Lorath's voice actor too? Lorath's voice actor is not in the credits here, and I don't know who does that at the moment, but they're great. They do a fantastic job. Lorath's voice is insanely just low and very grounding. I don't know. It's the perfect voice for like someone who's kind of like been around too long. Like he sounds like he's got that like air to his voice. Like he's tired of it. He's been around for a while.
I've seen some things and I've had enough.
Yeah, basically he does a fantastic job. So love the energy, love the video. Thank you so much, Blizzard.
Yes.
Looking so forward. We're both looking forward to everything else you guys are going to come out with and continuing the series. For everybody else, please leave your comments down in the comments down below, and join us in liking, sharing, and especially subscribing as we start to dump all this Diablo content out. And 2 weeks till we start, y'all. 2 weeks. I can't wait. So that's it. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye.